Good morning, students. We were doing the chapter of aldehydes and ketones. And in this chapter, we were doing chemical reactions of aldehydes and ketones. Some of the reactions we had done, like nucleophilic addition reactions and reduction, and now we will start with oxidation. Aldehydes can be easily oxidized to carboxylic acids on treatment with very common oxidizing agents that may be nitric acid, potassium permanganate, potassium dichromate, or even mild oxidizing agent such as Tollens reagent and Fehling solution. So here you can see the reaction. The aldehyde group CHO group can be oxidized to COOH group having same number of carbon atoms. You can see here this is CHO and this is COOH group. If we talk about ketones, ketones can also be oxidized but under vigorous condition, means very strong oxidizing agents and at elevated temperature. Their oxidation involves carbon-carbon bond cleavage. You can see here the two bonds are shown with two arrows. So those two bonds may break. So after the carbon-carbon bond cleavage, we get a mixture of carboxylic acids. Now, the cleavage will take place not from both the places but from one place only, and that depends upon that CO carbonyl group prefers to stay with smaller alkyl group. This is according to Popov's rule. According to Popov's rule, during the cleavage, during the oxidation of a ketone, carbonyl group prefers to stay with smaller alkyl group. It means from where the cleavage will take place? Cleavage will take place from this bond. So, you will get two carboxylic acids both with two carbon atoms. This structure is wrong. It should be not a propanoic acid, rather it should be ethanoic acid with two carbon atoms only. So please correct it. This should not be there. It is ethanoic acid. Two carbons on one side and two carbons on other side. So this is a ethanoic acid and again another molecule of ethanoic acid. Oxidation by Tollens reagent. Tollens reagent is a very weak oxidizing agent. On warming aldehyde with freshly prepared ammonical silver nitrate solution, a bright silver mirror is produced due to the formation of silver metal. So aldehyde on treatment with Tollens reagent, aldehyde will get oxidized to carboxylic acid, whereas metallic silver will be produced. This test you will be doing in your lab also. In the test tube, we just put an aldehyde plus ammonical silver nitrate solution and heat it in a water bath. You can see the difference. This test tube, this shows the aldehyde plus reagent, whereas in this test tube you can see the deposition of silver. You can see the deposition of silver. Another is oxidation by Fehling solution. When an aldehyde is heated with Fehling solution, then you get red precipitates of orange red precipitates of copper oxide. This is a test tube containing aldehyde. This one is a test tube containing aldehyde or a ketone plus Fehling solution. With ketone, the color will remain as such, but if the same is put in aldehyde, then in this case you will get the precipitates of copper oxide. Fehling solution is a mixture of two solutions. One is the aqueous copper sulfate and other is sodium potassium tartrate. So the Fehling solution, this is a mixture of Fehling solution having copper ions and OH ions. So aldehyde gets oxidized to acid and copper gives us red precipitates of copper oxide. Oxidation by haloform reaction. This is very important reaction. Aldehydes and ketones having at least one methyl group 2 carbonyl like this. This is the CH3 group linked to CO, or aldehyde also like CH3CHO. There also CH3 group is linked to CO. In that case, they are oxidized by sodium hypohalides to give sodium salts of corresponding carboxylic acids, and methyl group is converted to haloform. This reaction does not affect a carbon-carbon double bond if present. This is one reagent. You can see it has got carbon-carbon double bond which will remain as such in the product. With the reaction with NaOCl, you will find this methyl group gets converted to haloform and rest of the molecule changes to sodium salt of an acid. In the figure also you can see, when you you can see the product is yellow colored. Here we have taken iodine and NaOH. Very important test for the lab also, iodoform test, and is a distinctive test for methyl carbonyl group. So with RCOCH3 in the presence of iodine and NaOH, you will get yellow precipitates of iodoform. Next is aldol condensation. Aldol is made up of two words, ALD, aldehyde, and OL from alcohol. Alpha hydrogen atoms of carbonyl groups. This is a carbonyl group compound and this is your alpha carbon. Alpha carbon is that carbon which is directly linked to functional group. So alpha hydrogen atoms are acidic due to the strong electron withdrawing effect of carbonyl group, and the conjugate base gets resonance stabilized. Aldehydes and ketones having at least one alpha hydrogen undergo a reaction in the presence of dilute alkali as a catalyst to form beta hydroxyaldehydes or beta hydroxy ketones. You can see here one acetaldehyde molecule with another acetaldehyde molecule forms 3-hydroxybutanol and later on but2 in al. You can see the mechanism. Mechanism is same as that was in nucleophilic addition reaction. This H from one of the aldehyde is removed by the base and then the carbon ion formed attacks the carbonyl group of the other aldehyde to make an addition product. So this is a nucleophilic addition product. Later on heating, there is a removal of water to give you a final product. Here you can see another reaction of aldol condensation where one acetone molecule is made to react with another acetone molecule. Basic mechanism is the same. First, formation of carbanion and then attack of carbanion with carbonyl group of the second molecule to form final product. Crossed aldol condensation is this reaction between two different molecules of aldehydes or ketones. This is of very less importance because if both aldehydes have got alpha hydrogens, if both the ketones have got alpha hydrogens, means both are capable of forming carbanions, then we will get a mixture of four different products. Here you can see the reaction is between acetone and acetaldehyde. Both of them have alpha carbon atom. This is alpha carbon atom of acetone and this is alpha carbon atom of aldehyde. Aldehyde can react with aldehyde to form third product, product number 3, and acetone can react with acetone to give you the product number 1. Now, if aldehyde acts on the acetone, means CH2 of aldehyde attaches the acetone, then the product formed is number 4, and if opposite happens, then the product formed is number 2. So this way you get a mixture of 4 different products. However, if one of the aldehydes has no alpha hydrogen, and then it can act only as carbanion acceptor. In such cases, 2 different products are formed only. Like here you can see the reaction is between trialkyl aldehyde and this is ethanol. Here you get an alpha hydrogen atom are there. It can form carbanion, but here alpha carbon is definitely there, but hydrogen is not present on this carbon. So this CH3CHO will form carbanion. So two products are formed, one in which CH3CO combines with, reacts with Cr3CHO to form crossed products, and other when CH3CHO combines with self to give you a simple product. Next is Cannizaro's reaction. Cannizaro's reaction is a disproportionation reaction in the presence of a concentrated NaOH or concentrated base. This reaction will be taken place by the aldehydes which are lacking alpha hydrogen atom, like the first example is of methanol. Here no alpha carbon, no alpha hydrogen is there. Two molecules of methanol we have taken, one will get oxidized to acid, other gets reduced to alcohol. Another example is of benzaldehyde. Here also alpha carbon is there, but alpha hydrogen is missing. One molecule of benzaldehyde will be oxidized into sodium benzoate and other will be reduced to benzyl alcohol. Lastly, we have electrophilic substitution reactions. Aromatic aldehydes and ketones undergo electrophilic substitution reactions also. Aldehydic or ketonic, both are electron withdrawing group. You can see in the resonating structures below that these are electron withdrawing, these are deactivating, create positive charge on ortho and para position, so they are meta directing also. Nitration takes place with the nitrating mixture, which is a mixture of nitric acid and sulfuric acid. Nitro group attaches itself at meta position. So you get meta-nitrobenzaldehyde or meta-nitroacetophenone. Sulfonation with concentrated acid concentrated H2SO4. Here also you get meta product. Halogenation with bromine and AlCl3, again you will get a meta product over here. So this was all about aldehydes and ketones. Thank you.